Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a review of the brand new 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Prospect. Prospect is a 2018 American science fiction film starring Pedro Pascal, Sophie Thatcher, and Jay Duplass. The film, written and directed by Zeke Earl and Chris Caldwell, features a teenage girl and her father traveling to an alien moon with the contract to mine gems in the moon's poisonous forest. On the moon, the father is driven by greed, and the two encounter dangerous strangers in the forest. Going into this review, I've never seen Prospect before, and I had never even heard of Prospect before, but I'm a big fan of Pedro Pascal, so I decided to bite the bullet and pick this up on 4K for a first-time watch, and I had a lot of fun with it. This movie is not what I expected it to be. I expected a lot of aliens to come rushing out, I expected a lot of action, and it's really not that whatsoever. It's more of an indie drama, a character study, and a realistic depiction of what space life would be like if it actually happened in the real world. It'd be dirty, it'd be gritty, and it would be greedy. And this is what Prospect is. So from just a movie perspective, I would definitely recommend it. But is the 4K transfer any good? Let's find out. If you decide to pick up Prospect on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, there are a couple different versions to pick from the United States, but I have the standard edition slipcover here. On the front, it features Sophie Thatcher, Pedro Pascal. On the back, we have some information about the movie, its technical specs, as well as special features are offered. And the paper insert isn't long enough to cover the whole case, so there is this weird void over here. It's not great quality control. But you open it up, and this is the Blu-ray disc, and then here is that beautiful 4K disc. For visuals on Prospect, we have native 4K, and this is widescreen, so you will have black bars at the top and the bottom. And overall, the HDR here is the star of the show, and this picture looks pretty good. The most striking scenes in this movie are shot at night, so HDR here is incredibly important. Without it, this film would have looked muddy, it would have looked overly grainy, but that was not the case, and this ended up looking pretty striking and strong. And the cinematography on this movie is very unique. It's drenched in a lot of browns and yellows and greens. It's not the typical, oh look, we have all these blues and reds and yellows and everything going on. This is a big Star Wars-like movie. No, it's not like that whatsoever. I think this looks phenomenal, and from a visual perspective, pretty striking. For audio on Prospect, we have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix, and I think this mix was solid. I wasn't expecting Dolby Atmos or anything on this disc. It's not that high profile of a release to get it, so this DTS track did pretty good. I could always hear the dialogue for the most part. There were some scenes where it was a little bit hard to hear. I did turn on subtitles towards like the 3/4 mark just because I wanted to make out what everybody was saying, and sometimes it is hard. Maybe that was just my setup, but I had to turn it on regardless, and I don't usually have to do that. But I was never really complaining about the audio track here. I just don't think it was the strongest in the world, but it was about average to slightly above average. So would I recommend Prospect on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray? I'm going to say wait for a sale, but you might be a little bit out of luck on that because a Vinegar Syndrome title like this, they don't usually go on sale. It's a bit too expensive though. It's over $30. And with shipping, if you're going to pay like $35-40 for a movie, there are a lot better titles you can go with. Prospect is a good movie. It's a good independent movie and that you should support if you like that genre, but it's just not a day one pickup. And it's a movie you can get for cheaper if you just hold out a little bit, in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram and like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed. You've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Which one are you? Are you one of the gray ones?